y'all. I know it gets hard out there, especially in these times, in this recession. But you gotta pack your umbrella for these cold days and rainy nights, dog. These rainy days and cold nights got a brother going crazy, cause the world ain't right. These rainy days and cold nights got a brother going crazy, cause the times ain't right. These rainy days and cold nights got a brother going crazy, cause my mind ain't right. These rainy days and cold nights, I'm trying to make it in the game, but I'm stuck in the midst of all these.
Oh, all these cold and rainy nights. Play that shit, boy.
See that life's a mess full of stress, but you gotta let it be. You control your world, dog, including your destiny. So set goals for yourself and follow that recipe. You gotta get it right now before it gets too late. So get it pure intake, cause every action seals fate. Everybody wanna shine, but y'all be waiting. Get on your grind. It's cold and it's wet outside when you're all alone, but when you got somebody on your side, you stand strong. So be fair and don't act like you know it all, cause Mr. Know-It-All gets rolled like a bowling ball. They say united we stand and divided we fall, so we should stand real close and make a body wall. We the people make it happen while they supervise it all. They say man was created equal, but they lying, dog, cause everybody's not cut from the same cloth. There ain't no high or low, cause we all play a part. We need to work together if we ever want to get along. So find your position in life. It's rainy days and cold nights got a brother going crazy, cause the world ain't right. These rainy days and cold nights
Got a brother going crazy, cause the times ain't right. These rainy days and cold nights.
got a brother going crazy,
Cause my mind ain't right. These rainy days and cold nights. I'm trying to make it in the game, but I'm stuck in the midst of all these cold and rainy nights. What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good, man? It's your big homie, Big Bad, man. This is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast, man. One of the only places online on YouTube where you're gonna get the real deal Holyfield. I appreciate everybody who's been tapping in and tuning in, man. Just like P. Diddy, man, I can't stop, won't stop. You know, just like P. Diddy, man, I can't stop, won't stop. It's to come to that point. It's come to that point where what's good, Michael S. It's come to that point where the real gotta choose. The real gotta separate themselves from the fake. You know, it's at that point. We're at that point in life. See, because of these false narratives, let's go, y'all. Because of these false narratives, it got us not believing nothing. All these false narratives got us not believing in nothing and not believing in nobody. If they tell you, how many times they tell you the world's collapsing, this is happening, how many times they keep telling us this shit, right? I'm not saying there's no truth to what is being said, but what I am saying is every time we prepare for something, and preparing is essential. Being prepared is essential to living, to survival. But every time we prepare for something, 9 times out of 10, when we prepare for something that they're telling us to prepare for, most times it's a waste of our time. Now, with that being said, all these times and all these years that we've had the time to prepare, a lot of us didn't take advantage of this time, right? So if you're not taking advantage of your time to prepare, right, and then the system itself is telling you to prepare, but then each time it tells you to prepare, nothing comes about it, nothing happens, right? What that will do over time, what that'll do to people, and it has done to people over time, is make them comfortable. Too many people are comfortable with life how it is, right? People say, shit, ain't nothing wrong, everything's good. People are comfortable because they got McDonald's open. People are comfortable because Walmart's still open. People are comfortable because fast food restaurants are open. People are extremely comfortable because they still have a way, like they have all their needs met, basically, right? And what am I talking about, y'all? What am I talking about? I'm talking about being persistent and not giving up. Because I'm gonna say something to y'all. This morning I was about to give up on this YouTube channel. When you're doing something for the greater good or the better or for the better, you have to know that you're not going to be compensated totally and compensated all the way what you feel like you're worth compensation, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and celebrate too. I'm popping on some Prosecco, man. Celebrate, man. Popping off, man. Celebration night. But if you, the reason why I was about to give up is because when you're doing things the right way, when you're following the rules and doing things by the book, when you're going by the book, right? When you go by the book, things are not always going to be fair. When you're going by the book, you're not going to get your rewards all the way up front. You're not. It doesn't work like that. If you portray yourself to be good, right? If you present yourself as trying to be good, God will test you to see if you're really good, right? Anybody can fake like they're decent. Anybody can fake and act like they're a good person, right? But if you're really standing on that shit and you're day to day living it and trying it and living in righteousness, and you're going to get tested over and over and over again. Because I'm just saying something to y'all. God does not have a place for all people. God does not have a place for all people. God has a place for righteous people. God has a place for people who are trying to be decent and trying to be righteous. God does not have a place for people who are lukewarm. God does not have a place for people who are evil. God does not have a place for you. If you think you can do people wrong, connive, con, steal, cheat, lie, and shit like that and get up to the top, you're in for a rude awakening. What's for God's people is eternal. What's for God's people is forever. So God is not going to give his eternal grace and his eternal life to every fucking body on this earth. It's like joining a club, joining a gang. You're not getting in the gang until you pass some initiation rituals. You're not getting into the club unless you pass the initiation rituals. So do you think for a second in your mind that God has a comfortable, sought out place for you in his afterlife or in his house or on his boat? Do you think God has a place for you or a seat for you on that boat if you're not doing right in this world? See, it's so many people in this world who've been listening to the devil for so long. That's why I call this Satan, you lose, God wins. See, so many people have been listening to the devil for so long. So many people have been saying, shit, I could do what I want, sneak, cheat, steal, and get to the top. as long as nobody else knows, right? See, those people who thought they could live like that, and they got away with it, they're getting away. Some people have gotten away with some things for a long time, right? But what you cannot run from and you cannot escape is the judgment of God. And sometimes God doesn't judge you all over front. Sometimes God won't judge you himself. Sometimes your judgment, your effects for your actions will come at your own demise, at your own hands. You know, if you're living this life and thinking you're going to do what you want without no repercussion, your judgment will come swift and fast. You know, I just say this to everybody, man. If you're a real good person, or if you're a good person, you have to prove that shit. If you're a decent person, you have to constantly prove that shit. You will not get any reward in life by faking. Let me explain something to y'all. The sellouts. Pay attention to all the sellouts in the world, all the fake sellout celebrities who have gotten fame, fortune, names, buzz, all that, right? All those people, all the evildoers who've been doing wrong for a long time, if you're paying attention to it, they're all getting collected and called back home. All Satan's soldiers get called back home to Satan. He collects all of his soldiers. He don't let none of them go unheard and undone. Just today, O.J. Simpson died, right? O.J. Simpson died, and I wish, I'm gonna speak for myself, I wish no death or no ill will on no man, right? But do you think he died today and lived to be 76 short years on life? Because to be honest with you, if you're a millionaire, if you got all the top money and top healthcare and shit like that, you're at least supposed to live into your 80s, which 76 is close to 80. So I'm not knocking the man for making it that far. But what I am saying is he has to atone for killing that lady and that man that he killed. Just because he got away with it on this earth, just because he paid some top goons or some top demons to get him off on this earth, you think for 1 second that he don't have to deal with that woman's spirit now? See, he died today. That lady he killed and Ron Goldman, the dude he killed, or however it happened, those two spirits have been on the other side since the since the 90s. They've been on the afterlife waiting on his ass since the 90s. What do you think they're going to do to O.J. Simpson's spirit when he gets over there? What do y'all think they're going to do? Is she going to get her justice? Or is she going to feel sorry for him and lead him into the afterlife? You don't get away with nothing on this earth. The sins you commit will come back to haunt you one way or the other. So the main part and the best thing you can do is not commit any sins. Don't ever do anything that you can't be seen doing. If you're doing something and you can't be seen doing it out in the open, you don't need to be doing it. That is your moral compass talking to you. See, when you're doing something and you're trying to rationalize the decency of it or the righteousness of it, that means your spirit is fighting you. Your spirit is telling you, no, hold on, bro, don't do this. What the fuck? Nah, bro, but if I do it, it's all good, man. Fuck it. It's all good. Just the one time ain't gonna be no problem. This is how we sin. This is how we commit sins. You know what I mean? It's so bad and so sad that we don't even see that our own spirit, the God inside of us, that spirit that's inside of us, the God energy, the God force inside you, is trying its best to guide you to righteousness. You know, when God puts somebody like Big Bad in your life, he's trying to guide you to righteousness. When God puts a positive big brother, a positive little sister, a positive mother, grandmother, auntie, who stops you and tries to stop you in your tracks from doing wrong, they're trying to lead you to the righteousness. You get what I'm saying? But nowadays, we don't like righteousness. It seems like nowadays we don't want to be righteous. We want to be wrong. I hear women sometimes and have heard women fantasizing about being strippers, fantasizing. They will be in decent home situations. They will be in a family situation, right? I've heard women who got relationships, children, and all that say that they wish they could be strippers, say that they wish they could be a night girl or a girl making money and shit like that. And because they're thinking that just being a woman is not good enough. Men are thinking that the society has conditioned men to think that just being a man is not good enough. You got to be a boss. You got to be a baller. You got to be flossing. You got to be rich. Society has taught us that a man needs to be rich or he's not a man. What kind of thought process is that? Because let me explain something to everybody. To be rich is to be greed. It's to operate in greed. You can be wealthy, right? But to be rich, have overabundance of money, that is operating in greed. And when you operate in greed, that's one of the 7 deadly sins. So for us to operate in these low vibrational thought processes, for us to operate in these low vibrational lives, aka like trying to get money, that's one of the lowest vibrations. Because I'm gonna explain something to y'all. I never was receiving money when I was doing my YouTube, right? But the possibility to receive money distorted my image for a little while. When they told me I got to get this amount of hours, 4,000 watch time hours, and they said I got to get over 1,000 subscribers, that made me push for a goal. That made me push hard to achieve that. And then once I pushed hard to attain that goal, then they said, oh, you got the monetization, you got money. Then they say, oh no, we're gonna take that away because you're doing this. And so for me, thinking about the money or the possibility to get some money, because everybody wants to be compensated for what they do, but let me tell y'all something. Money will distort you. Money will distort your purpose. Because like this, a woman is supposed to be a woman, right? A man is supposed to just be a man, right? There's certain things that men do and there's certain things that women do, right? But us in this society trying to achieve more than just being a man or a woman, we say, hey, I need to go out here and start up a business because I need to have an excess amount of money so I can be important in society. I need to have this amount of money so I can have a nice home or have this or have that. You get what I'm saying? So just the thought process of us chasing money has distorted us off our path and purpose. because you might be at work. I'm gonna tell you simple how it goes. This is how simple people get thrown off and led to hell or led to sin by chasing money. You're at work. You know your check every 2 weeks is gonna be $750. Just say 750 every 2 weeks. You know, you need a better job, but just saying this is how it goes for sometimes some people. You making $700, 750 every 2 weeks, right? You know your bills at the end of these month is going to be 2,000 something, right? Just say 2,000. You know you only make 750 every 2 weeks, so that's only 1,500 every month. So now you need to make $500 more on the side. So by you understanding the math and the situation you're in, you know you have to come up with $500 more a month. So now what are you at doing? Now you're at work trying to steal. Now you're at work trying to hustle. Now you're out talking to dudes and trying to hustle and do this for money. And you might have to go hang out with this dude for some money. You might have to ask this dude for some money. You might have to sell some drugs to get some money. You might have to sell some cat to get some money. Ain't no telling the sin you might have to commit to make up the rest of that $500 that you don't have. Do you see how we sin just on the simplest levels by trying to get money? This is how they condition us to sin, because they know you don't have enough. They know you want more. They know you deserve better. So they say, hey, I'm gonna put this shit in your face, aka it's at the mall. This Gucci store, the Coach store is right here at the mall. It's available to you, but you got to get your chips up. And in order to get your chips up, you got to play the game, aka you got to sell drugs, work 2 jobs, you got to hustle, you got to sling newspapers on the side, you got to cut grass, it's a million things you might have to do to get the extra money to buy that item in society that's being waved in your face so you can feel important when you purchase it. See, I understand. I come with a deeper level of thinking that most people haven't got to yet. And I understand most people are comfortable and cool with the game that's out here. I understand that, right? I understand most people are comfortable and cool with what's been provided for us. I understand that. But guess what? A lot of our comforts have led us to the point where we're at right now. We need to stop seeking comfort and seek results. We need to stop seeking the easy way out and seek the hard way, because during the hard path, if you take the hard road, you get more out of it. You learn more. The harder you work, the more you develop. See, they teach us shit like work smarter, not harder, right? They teach us that to be lazy. They teach us shit like that so we can be lazy, because they don't want you to develop more techniques and work harder and develop good ethics and build character. And because when you strive for greatness and you self-develop, you build character, and to build character is to build a nation. If everybody raised up their character in society and raised up the way that they carry themselves into society, we would be a better off nation. This is how you change the world. You change yourself. And then once you change yourself, you do not participate in the ways of the wicked. Because if you change yourself and you set yourself apart, then you become a beacon of hope and an example of righteousness for the world. So if you change yourself and do better for yourself, then everybody around you will see what better and change is. But also, too, it's about environment. So say if you're trying to change yourself, right? It's all about your environment. not all about, but your environment is a major part, right? Say you're trying to change yourself. If you change yourself but don't change your environment, you'll retract back to your old ways. If you change yourself but don't change your environment, you will revert back to your old ways eventually. Because say if you stop eating beef and pork, right? But you come from a fat ass family who loves beef and pork, and that's all they do is barbecue beef and pork on the weekends, right? And that's how they are. It's no problem. I'm not disrespecting meat eaters. What I'm saying is, say you don't want to eat beef or pork because you wanted to lose 100 pounds and you lost 100 some pounds and you made the life change, right? If you don't move or leave that environment and you stay around those people who are 300-400 pounds and eat beef and pork every day, you'll revert back to it. Or if you don't revert back to it, they will cast you aside and cast you out. Because people who are like each other. Misery loves company. You know, people who are alike like each other. I just wanted to say I am not a sellout, so there's nothing that I could do to sell out because I don't want the things of this world. See, the thing what a lot of people need to understand about me, I am a real positive, decent person because I don't give a fuck. See, the things of this world, I know as long as I do what's right and righteous, they will be given to me. The things of this world that I need, as long as I live the path and walk the path of God, they will be given to me. And I'm not a hopeless hobo who thinks people owe him anything. I'm not a self-entitled hobo bum man who thinks somebody owes me nothing. I work hard for everything that I have. I work hard for everything that I've ever received, right? But for the people, like, I don't know, man. I just feel like you just got to keep going and striving, man. So for like this for y'all, man, this live right here is for all my supporters, man. This is for all my people who gave me a little hope today to not give up and give in, man. Because I sure was about to give up and give in, man, on this internet thing. But I realized after today, I realized I mean a lot more to some people than I realized. And some people appreciate me a lot more than I give credit. So for the people who do rock with me and appreciate me and support me and, you know, send me donations and watch my videos and hit the like button and shit like that, I'm thankful to y'all from the bottom of my heart because I don't do this for fame. I don't do this for money. I don't get money to do this, right? Y'all's donations are the only money I receive from this shit, you know? So I wanted to tell y'all I'm sorry for almost giving up because who and what I am is important, you know, and y'all are important too. And God has chosen us to be at these appointed times together because I'm going to tell y'all some real shit. Like I said this morning, I don't have to get online and do this, but because this is who I am regardless. But the reason I feel compelled to is because my people need help. My people need help. You know, it's a lot of young brothers who don't know what's going on and they just listen to the music and look at society like it's the standard and it is good and it is what it is, and they accept this shit because they don't know what decency is. You know, it's like a lot of people accept this current situation because they never seen nothing good, they never seen nothing positive. You know, a lot of niggas don't like respect fathers because they never had fathers. A lot of people don't respect mothers and shit because they never had mothers. Like a lot of people are broken. So I have to remember that when I'm on this out here in this world, a lot of people are broken and need help. So, and we're all hurting. All of us are hurting on the inside, you know? Some of us have healed our hurt. Some of us have moved past the hurt, but we're all hurting on the inside from this experience that we're walking through. Because this journey that we're living on earth is not a mundane journey. This shit is a roller coaster, damn near. You go up, down, in, around, round, around, all that, loopy loop, all that. So I wanted to appreciate y'all and say thank y'all for going on this journey with me, man, and developing and watching me develop and learning and listening, and I appreciate that shit because I'm never on here to waste y'all's time. I promise you, I would never get on here to just run my mouth. Never. I know I say a lot, but everything I say has a meaning and a purpose. I know I say a lot, but everything that I say has a meaning and a purpose. Everything. And I have to cram it in like this because sometimes y'all, sometimes if you just be too direct with stuff, it'll just go, you know, over people's heads. That's why I'm packing in so much information into these lives for y'all. I'm packing in so many theologies of decency, so many theologies of normalcy, originality. I'm trying to bring y'all back to our original status when we were first created as humans. Because if we get back to our original state, then we can move forward. Because right now we're in this transmorphic. We're in some type of transmorphic state, and I just want to thank y'all for listening, man. I know I say a lot, but I got a lot to say. I gotta wrap this up with this because I want to talk about the truth, right? The truth is something that doesn't care how it's given. The truth doesn't have you know, the truth ain't trying to come all perfectly packaged and wrapped up. Ooh, what the fuck was that? Some type of bug. The truth is what it is, right? The truth is like a donkey kick to the chest. That's how it goes. The truth will make you laugh and the truth can make you cry, you know? But I'll say this. We must learn to embrace the truth. The fantasies that they taught us to embrace. You can be whatever you want to be. You can say whatever you want to say and do whatever you want to do. These theologies like this have destroyed us because I'm gonna explain something to you. You can do whatever, but like I said in the beginning of this live, everything you do has a repercussion for it. So if you want to do whatever you want to do, you still have repercussions to that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So that do what you want to do, that's satanic. Because let me explain something to y'all with Aleister Crowley. If y'all know anything about him, he's one of the top Satanists of the world, of our times. He was from the early 1900s. Woo! It's like a tick. Boy, I squoze the shit out that motherfucker. Tick. It was like a tick, bro. That's who was on my head. Nasty ass. He looked like a tick. I don't know if it was, but I killed him. Anyway, Aleister Crowley was one of the top Satanists from our time in the early 1900s. And what he said is, Do what thou wilt is the halt of law. And that means, because they try to say, I've heard Satanists try to say it doesn't mean do whatever you want, but yes, it does. Because to do what thou wilt is the halt of law. That means that is the top law in Satanry, is to do what you want to do. So that gives the participant, it gives you full freedom to feel fully liberated and all this fantasy bullshit, right? But also, when you do what you want to do, you can live in your carnal, physical nature. When you do what you want to do, when you do what you have to do, you're bound by morals, you're bound by principles, you're bound by guidelines and rules and regulations. See, God has rules, regulations, and guidelines. Even though God had the power to create the earths and heavens and all this shit, right? He still has guidelines and rules. So you cannot do what you want in this earth. If you do what you want in this earth, there will be repercussions. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm not done yet. I just wanted to, take this time to say thank y'all to all my real supporters, man, the ones who fucking rock with me. Just wanted to say thank y'all, man. Y'all mean the world to me. All my top ones, man, y'all know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say no specific names, but y'all know who I'm talking about. All my A1 day ones, y'all know who I'm talking about. Big salute to y'all. Much respect to y'all. So the fight ain't gonna stop, man. We're gonna keep fighting, bro. I'm gonna keep fighting the good fight for us, man. I promise you. But it ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. Shout out to everybody who has been in here, man. It's a few of us tonight. I know it's late. I know it's late, y'all. But guess what? The truth don't wait. You can't wait. No matter how late it is, you got to damn do what you got to do. Y'all think the devil's waiting? He's not waiting, so I can't wait. I'm a soldier for God. I'm fighting just like the devil's fighting. I'm fighting his ass all day long, 24/7. Trying to keep him from my children, trying to keep him out of my house, trying to keep him out of my mind and my heart. Trying to keep God close, keep God on my mind, keep God on my heart, keep God in my house, keep goodness in my children, That's what life's about. Keep God near at all times, man. Because the devil's always around the corner. Always. Stay strong out there, y'all. The fight is not over. Oh, people are, April 8th, nothing happened and this and that. Everything's okay. We don't want nothing to happen. We don't want no problems. But things are happening every single day. So keep your eyes open. Good things are happening and bad things are happening every single day. So it's best you keep your eyes on the swivel, man. Keep your head on the swivel. Always be prepared for whatever that can happen. See, people like me, who was raised I lived in decent neighborhoods, but then I lived in streets. I lived in grew up in some neighborhoods that were really rough, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, when you grow up in rough neighborhoods, you learn survival tactics. You learn how to back up into the driveway, so if anything happens, you could just push and drive off. You learn to when you drive, and don't let nobody be able to block you off. You learn not to get too close to a car, just in case anything happens. You could skirt off to the right or skirt off to the left. Stay about a car length ahead behind everybody. You learn to not let nobody even get the potential to block you in. You learn make it home safe. You learn I'm gonna make it home every day. You learn keep your eyes open, watch people's body gestures, make sure ain't nobody clutching no pistol. You learn this living in the streets, right? You learn If you selling some drugs or something, you learn how to see if a person's police when you walking up to them instantly and be able to scan somebody and be like, yeah, okay, he ain't the police. You instantly learn how to judge. So being in the streets, because I'm not gonna say I was a street bum, but I'm saying just doing some shit and living in the streets and shit, having time in the streets will make you a better person in life. I'm trying to tell you. Because you got to be able to discern shit and judge shit. You cannot be out here thinking life is sweet. Ain't nothing sweet in the streets. And nowadays, you ain't even got to be in the streets to get caught up in some street shit. Let me say that again. Nowadays, you ain't even got to be in the streets to get caught up in some street shit. So you got to be ready. You got to keep your head on the swivel. People out here are walking around demonically possessed. Niggas on demon time. People been on demon time for about 2-3 years now. I mean, like, what y'all think? Like, what you think you gonna do? Like, you walk up to somebody who's on demon time and you on God time. What's gonna happen? You understand? People know who's good and who's bad. Good, evil people know good people, and good people know evil people. It's a respect we have for each other. I don't know, y'all. Out of this 41, this live, this so far, what y'all heard, did I say anything harmful? Did I say anything harmful? Shit crazy, man. Look, your channel currently, it said your channel is not currently able to earn. Look, and it says, what happened? Harmful content. Harmful content. Look, and then when you click on harmful content, let me show you what it says. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I could turn this light off so I can see this shit. This shit crazy, man. Y'all rocking with your big homie, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. Look, my champagne. Nah, fuck all that. My champagne about to damn spill. Look, let me show y'all, man. This shit's crazy, man. So look, look, your channel's not able to earn, right? Why? Boom. It says harmful content, right? So when you click on the harmful content, it says right here, boom, harmful content. It says, let me turn the light on. It says content that focuses on controversial issues and that is harmful to viewers. Have I said anything that's harmful to y'all? Have I said since y'all been on here, have I said anything that's harmful to y'all? Shit crazy, man. Crazy. Just tell me you ain't got nothing for me. That's it. Just tell me you ain't got nothing for me. That's all I want to know. But I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all, man. This shit is just can't give up, man. When you got something going, you can't give up, man. You can't give up, man. Just keep going. Believe this shit, man. Believe in yourself. And don't let nobody stop you from striving for what you believe in. And on top of that, if you believe in the right thing, do the right thing and don't stop. If you believe in the right thing, do that shit and don't stop, man. Don't let nobody stop you, man. These are our times to make a way and make a difference in this world. See, y'all have to understand something. As the Bibles get rewritten, as the books of history get written, you could choose to be a character in those new books of the Bibles or the new books, or you could choose to be a witness. Either way is important. To bear witness to the miracles or to be a part of the miracles is either way is a blessing. But we have the time. We're in the time right now when we are witnessing the revision of the new versions of the Bibles being written, aka people are going through these calamities. People are going through this trying times. People are going through this and emerging. People are going through all these things. We're witnessing all these biblical miracles right now. And everybody's acting like everything's okay. There's plagues, famines, all kind of shit people are going through in the world. And we just acting like everything's sweet. That's what blows me. I'm having mimosas, man. Having mimosas tonight, man. We're sipping mimosas now. I'm gonna tear this bottle up. I don't even drink like that, but I'm drinking mimosas, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for supporting. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. It's the Real Talk Real Shit podcast, man. But on the real deal, man, you can't stop, man. Because guess what? When you stop, the devil wins. For all my people who's living the righteous path or striving for righteousness, when you stop, the devil gets a little stronger and he wins. But when you don't stop, he gets a little bit weaker and his game goes away a little bit more. This is the universal battle. You must choose your side. You must be on good side or evil side. It's not about your religion. It's not about none of that anymore. All that shit is a fantasy. The only thing it's about is about being righteous or non-righteous. If you're doing anything non-righteous, you're not righteous. If you're doing everything you can to be righteous, you're a righteous person. That's all that it is. Your life is judged by your actions. You're judged by your principles and your morals and your actions. You're not judged by your heart. Well, your heart is judged, but you're not judged by your intentions. You're judged by your actions. Your intentions affect your actions, though. But I just want to say thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I don't want to just keep running my mouth. I want to let them word be heard and just back off. But thank you so much. All my people who rock with me, keep your eyes open. We got more coming. We got more things coming. Everybody who support, keep supporting, man. I support y'all. I watch y'all's content too, man. Some people watch me. I be watching y'all shit too, man. We in this shit together. We're not separated. We are one family under the eyes of God and under the eyes of the devil. We're under the watchful eye, man. So we just live right, do right, because we're all being watched and we're all being judged, man. Do right. That's the only way. I love y'all. Wake up and smell the coffee because it is getting brewed. It's your big homie, Big Baddie, man. And this is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast, man. Until next time be the best time, but this time is time. Let's go.